Hello and welcome to Talking Crass. Here we are, episode 3. I'm John and I'm here with the co-hostess with the mostest, Beat. Beat, how you doing?
Hello, motherfuckers.
Beat, we're fresh out of Wonder Woman and eager to talk about it. However, because I enjoyed the top 5 so much last week,
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you with another one.
Beating John's top 5s.
I see this as being a regular occurrence every week, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a segment? You call it the segment, don't you?
Segment.
Before we get into it though, I feel like we need to plug our iTunes podcast, which we are now on. Does that mean we've made it?
We've officially made it.
We have officially made it, people. We've got 5 fans now, and we're on iTunes podcasts.
How many fans have we really got?
150 robots and 3 fans. Right, so Beat, I'm gonna hit you with it.
I was starting the top 5.
I'm gonna hit you with a top 5, Beat.
Right, how do we know what the top 5 is?
I've just randomly come up with it, and I'm gonna hit you on the spot.
So, right, for the new segment, right.
This is the new segment. We're gonna start every show with it.
Right, we need the title. We need to lay out a title here.
It's a top 5, but it may be more than 5, and
It may be less than 5.
Maybe less than 5,
So-
and it's not in any order whatsoever.
More than less than 5.
More than less than 5, we've got it.
Brilliant.
But really, it's just easy to call it top 5.
Okay, beating John's top 5. But it may not be 5.
It may be 6, 7,
It may
8.
be 6. It may be below 5.
We're not going to count. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to
It's
roll
a
it.
great title.
Beat, I'm going to start you off. We're going to look at this week. Top 5 exploding heads in film.
Now, what's prompted the selection of the top 5 being?
I saw an advert before we ran through this, and it made it laugh, so I thought we'd run with it.
Right, so an advert making you laugh relates to head explosions. How?
And also, Bosk the legend started this for his bounty talk last episode.
Right, Bosk's a legend, right? Because he started the top 5.
Yes.
But how does an advert make you think exploding heads?
I'll tell you which advert it was. It was a film advert. I'm going to start you off with the first exploding head.
Okay.
I'm going to try and see if you can guess it.
Right.
I'm just going to make a sound. Can you guess that? Mars attacks.
All right. Aye.
Calling you.
I don't think the aliens sound like that. I think it's more like
It wasn't. It was definitely.
no, it's
Right. Anyway, that's my number
Jack
1.
Nicholson's in that film, you know.
He is.
Jack Nicholson. They got Jack Nicholson.
Tell which other Jack's in that film?
Who?
Jack Black.
He is. He's got blonde hair.
He
He's got a crew
straight away.
cut, blonde hair. He's an army.
He runs in with a flag. And he's just getting fucking laser.
Gets to the goddamn skeleton juice. Right.
A bit. I'm gonna let you think for 5 seconds, and then I want you to hit us with one.
Right.
Have you got any off the top of your head or not?
Right. That said, though, there's about 15 exploding heads in that film. Sorry, 15. About 100
Every
million.
alien dies.
Every
Beat,
alien.
with an exploding head.
But it's not satisfying at all.
Right,
it's just boring CGI shitty explosion.
Right. Well, I found that satisfying.
John,
And it meant I could do me alien impression, so
that's a good point.
We'll roll with it.
Shocking.
You thought it was shit.
Sound like
You don't think
goddamn-
that's a good shout?
Sound like a seagull getting rimmed.
Come on, then, beat it.
Alright. Pulp Fiction.
I've also got that written down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No way.
Goddamn Marvin.
Marvin. Unbelievable.
Like, can you
Do
give
you
us...
think that God came down from heaven? Boom! Oh, motherfucker!
Extra points if you recite Samuel L. Jackson's biblical speech. No points there.
Damn it, Google does not pop
Right,
up fast
I'll let you
enough.
redeem yourself. Give
Right,
us
hold on.
one more impression.
Hold on.
Okay.
Right. And I will smite down on thee with furious anger.
Yes, that's it.
about it. Alright. Another favourite quote from that film.
Yep.
It's gotta be a charming motherfucking pig. The pig monologue. Oh, incredible. Go
Right.
to YouTube.
Beat, I'm going to hit you with another one.
Okay.
And actually, it leads well into Wonder Woman.
Does it?
Raiders. The Nazis.
How does that lead in? Oh, right.
Fight the Nazis.
Right,
in it.
Nazis and that's it.
You know the guy with the glasses, I don't know what he's called, and he melts at the end.
Yeah.
The head just melts when he looks at it.
Right.
That's got to be in.
Right, hold on, right.
So is that, how many? Right,
Exploding heads, top 5.
that's going in. Raiders is going in.
The melt the fucker with a hairdryer? Is that an exploding head?
It's an exploding head.
Fair play.
Right.
I'll give you that one.
You've got any more?
We've got Big Trouble in Little China. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, I might have, but it's been a while.
Kurt Russell in a tank top. He's a truck driver. He's got denim, light blue, Tommy Versettes on from the GTA Vice City series. And the big bad guy at the end gets really angry.
Yeah.
And his head explodes. Sorry,
What?
He blows up. He just gets really angry, and it looks hellish. It's an amazing practical effect of like a big rubber man getting exploded. He just blows into goo. There you go.
Beat, what's that film? Where they control people's minds? That's got Scanners.
Scanners.
Can you remember Scanners?
Yes. Cronenberg.
What else did Cronenberg do?
The Fly.
Yes.
Another immense exploding head.
Yeah, there's one thing in film that I absolutely hate.
What?
And I can't watch.
What's that?
And you love it. And
What?
it gives me nightmares.
What?
Like body deformation and shit like that. I absolutely hate that.
It's just a film.
I know, but I hate it.
Right. Here's the crack. If you know that someone can get turned into a goddamn fly monster,
Yeah.
that's like a pretty fucking horrible thing to happen. When you know the stakes are that high to your main character.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Anything can go.
I love and hate the fly at the same time.
I love
makes
it. It's
sick.
so good. See when he starts vomiting on his sugar donuts to eat them. 'Cause he starts losing his teeth.
Oh man, I don't want to know about
That's
it
so
enough.
fucked up.
I don't like it. Right,
Have you seen his head? Have you seen his head explosion? Well,
no.
spoilers for The Fly. It's been out a while.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible. Double barrel shotgun at the head. It fucking just blows just smithereens out. There's chunks of blood. A lot like Scanners.
It's called Cronenberg.
Cronenberg, aye. Just incredible fucking practical effects. My favourite thing in film to see.
How many are we on now? Is that 4?
I don't have a fucking clue.
Right, I'm gonna end it.
Are we ending it? Did I have any more?
Have you got any more?
No, I've got no more. I've got no more.
I'm gonna end it before we move on.
Okay.
It's not quite a head explosion,
Okay.
but it's got to be in there.
Well, Mars Attacks isn't a head explosion in my opinion.
Mars Attacks is a head explosion.
Oh shit, aye it is. It's a shit one though.
Right,
and
okay.
Raiders isn't a head explosion in my opinion.
Arnie, Total Recall. When the Arnie's
Cohagen. Damn it, Cohagen. Give the people the air. And he's fucking rhymed about the ball like. It's fuck. His eyeballs are popping out 5 inches from his skull.
How would that happen to someone and then not die?
Fucking.
Or still have their eyesight?
I mean, is that the maddest thing that happened in that film?
No.
Have you seen his disguise? Who made that?
I can't remember.
Whoever made that is like
Talk us through a bit.
goddamn magic. So goddamn, what's the main character called in that?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Damn it, Cohagen. Give the people the air. That's the only quote I know because of fucking Superbad or whatever. Oh no, Knocked Up.
No, not no. Unreal.
Mhm. Anyway.
So we're fresh out of seeing Wonder Woman beat.
Mhm.
What we're gonna do is
Hot, fresh, tasty, crisp.
we're gonna run non-spoilers first, which will probably last about 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and then we'll go into spoiler discussion.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're still going to go point based, like we always do with you. You've took the points as usual, and we're going to discuss them in spoilers. Beat straight into non-spoilers then. Gal Gadot.
Well, before we get into that,
Yeah.
can I make the facts?
Mate, hit us with a fact if you've got.
I've got 2 facts.
Is this facts or is this trivia? Oh, trivia.
Oh, trivia.
I've got some trivia which you've just reminded us about.
New
but-
segment.
What?
New segment.
What do you mean?
Is trivia a new segment?
We could sneak trivia in if people want to, like.
Right, so we've got top 5, and then we're hitting it up.
What about if I sneak you in with trivia?
Okay.
But I put a random red herring in and you've got to guess which one it is.
Alright.
Patty Jenkins beat
Yeah.
director.
Uh-huh.
She's the first woman to direct a superhero film
Yes.
with a female protagonist.
True.
Mate, it's not true or false. It's just me reading trivia out and you've got to guess which one's false.
Hold on. It's not true or false, but I've got to guess which one's true or false. What are you
Right,
smoking?
Right, I've got you. We're going to roll with it.
So yes, it's true or false trivia.
Right, true or false trivia, we're rolling with it, right?
Right.
True or false trivia.
Yes.
Patty Jenkins is the first woman to direct a superhero film with a female protagonist.
True.
Well done, B. It's true. Here's one for you, B.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett turned down the role to play Wonder Woman.
Absolute bullshit.
That's true.
The bullshit's true was true that she turned down the role.
It's true she turned down the role.
No way.
She went on to take the role of Hela in Thor Ragnarok, which is coming out.
Kate Blanchett, Wonder Woman.
Would you have liked that?
No.
I don't think I would
Too
have either.
old.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking as in a business
And
sense.
cast. You know.
Do I see her fight alongside Henry Cavill?
No, probably not.
I just don't see. I don't know. If she can play Hela in 4, maybe I shouldn't berate her on her age. And she looks mighty fine in that 4 trailer. Mighty fine. Might have worked, I don't know.
Here you have it. Next one. This is the first female directed live action film to have a 100 million plus budget. The film's estimated budget is 150 million.
False.
Of course it's true. You saw the amount of CGI in it. They've got goddamn Chris Pine in it who costs 100 million alone.
Oh shit, right.
Right, B.
Right.
Gal Gadot wore a wig for the full film.
False.
That's also false. Right, Pete. Steve Buscemi was considered for the role of Steve Trevor. True or false?
I'm going false.
Yeah, it's false. This is a fucking shit segment.
It's the worst.
This segment's never come back again.
Goodbye.
Right, Pete, that's shit. Moving straight on to non-spoilers. You go.
Non-spoilers.
Non-spoilers, you start.
Not non-spoilers, but here's a fag for you. Are you alright?
Are you gonna die? I don't know why I found that so funny. Oh, I've just nearly choked on my coffee. Sorry, Pete. Right, I'm good. I'm back in the room.
Okay. What I was going to tell you before you started, choke slamming a cup of tea, was Wonder Woman has had £173 million opening weekend. Incredible figures. Good to see.
Next.
That's it. On the non-spoilers.
I thought you said you had 2 facts.
I had 2 facts. Okay, I don't know how to come out with it. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a solid figure.
There you go.
That's an absolute solid figure.
But, I mean, 93% means nothing.
What's
to
your
me.
view of Rotten Tomatoes, B? Why do you not like it?
Don't like it.
Why? Why do you not? IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, the other one that no one knows. What is it again?
The other one no one knows it.
It's someone else, right? There's 3 that people go off.
Are there?
I don't know. Why do you not like the rating system on there? Because for me, if I see 93%, I'm gonna go and see it. You avoid ratings, like,
The Plague.
yeah.
Well, basically, I've been to see many films, and my film going experience, I've realised is worse off when I know a film has been popular on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'll see 93%. I'll have a predetermined idea of what kind of film it should be. 93%. It's getting out of 100, and I'm let down 100% of the time. So I've stopped myself from doing that now.
Right, cool.
All right.
I'm glad you cleared that up. You snob.
Brilliant. Snobby arsehole.
Film snob.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Right, what do you want to do then? Do you want to run me your points you made for non-spoilers?
Yep. We will begin with the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Gal Gadot.
Right, you give us your opinion on it. I'll give the people my opinion.
Kicking ass.
Yeah.
Taking names. That's all it needs saying.
I wrote a bit when I was thinking about it before we came on this podcast. I absolutely loved her. For me, Beat, she's the best thing in Batman vs Superman. In this film, like I watched this film, I fell in love with her. But mate, I fell in love with Gal Gadot off this film.
I fucking love you, man.
that was the epiphany I had. I've got written down here. She's strong, she's funny, she's charismatic, but most of all, throughout the film, charming. What do you think?
Maybe you have strong feelings of affection for me. No, man, I fucking love you. What did I think of Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
What did I think of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman?
Yes.
I was very, very happy. Yeah, I liked her a lot. I think she encapsulated the character really well and displayed what Wonder Woman identity-wise is in the comics.
Second Beat, Chris Pine. I absolutely loved him in this as well.
Keep on.
I think he just played himself as like Jesse Eisenberg does.
In every film.
He's the same in every film, but the difference is Chris Pine nails it.
Chris Pine plays a
an action hero
lovable
guy.
little rapscallion every film.
Every film, and he's great in it.
Little
Absolutely
Casanova.
great in it.
Name a bad film Chris Pine's
Do
in.
you know what I enjoyed as well?
Name a bad film Chris Pine's in. Smoking Aces.
The second Star Trek.
Absolutely one of the worst films
Benedict
I've ever
Cumberbatch
seen.
in?
One of the worst films I've ever
That
seen.
had problems.
Oh, so it's probably not a bad movie, but I've never been so bored in my fucking life now.
It's got major
Oh my
problems.
god.
But that's a different movie. Right, going back. Loved him. What I will say about Chris Pine,
Yes.
for me, Beat, he played the sidekick role to an absolute T. I thought he was great in it.
Let's just say Chris Pine's character didn't overshadow Gal Gadot as the
Yeah,
main character,
yes.
which could easily happen under a tackier director.
Yeah, I thought he was great throughout. What do you think of the story, Beat?
Is that alright?
Is that it? Just that?
It's okay, it was pretty average.
Yeah, so B for me, the story, I thought was solid. Enjoyed it. Solid first two acts.
Yeah,
Final act a bit weak,
yeah.
but nevertheless still really good throughout. And I felt the payoffs at the end were really good.
Yeah.
And just enjoyed it really. That's all I can say. Have you got anything to enhance that?
I'm trying to think of little problems I had in knowing spoilers. Side characters were pretty generic. You know, just throwing in not much backstory.
Yeah, you've got like obviously Chris Pine.
Who is good is
Steve
fleshed out a
Trevor.
bit.
You've got Wonder Woman, and then you've got the usual ragtag group that come in and help out. They're all right. I think they serve the purpose. Really, do you think?
Yeah, I think the most appropriate opinion I can give of this film without spoiling it, and if you want to go off this to watch the film yourselves, would be if you like the first Captain America film. I don't know if this comparison will be made a lot across other podcasts, but if you like the first Captain America film, it is very similar, as in it's a good story, pretty basic, but sets things up well, stays true to the character, has a great lead, has good side character, but supporting characters such as Captain America's Howling Commandos are pretty forgettable, pretty stereotypical. The first and second acts are the best of the film, and the third's pretty poor alongside the villain.
I thought it was better than Captain America.
Really?
Oh, I love this film.
I like Captain America. I like
Before
the
we
first.
get into that though,
I like the first Captain America.
I
film.
did as well. Before we get into that though, B,
Very similar.
I didn't really buy into the villain.
I think that's a big problem of every
Yeah.
comic book film going around today.
I think there's a massive struggle because obviously a superhero's got to come out on top.
It's hard to balance the strength of your superhero against the strength of your villain with that, because you've obviously got to defeat the villain in the end.
Yeah.
Depending on which villain it is. If it's that film's antagonist, it's got to be dealt and done with in that one film.
Yeah.
It's just never had enough weight behind them. I don't know if the reasons for them doing the things they do are concrete either, but we'll get into that into spoilers.
So be overall, non-spoiler. What were your thoughts? Quickly recap them, and then we'll move into non-spoilers.
Strong character in Wonder Woman. Great opening.
Yep.
Great mid. Poorish finish. Heavy reliance on CGI. Poor villain.
Mhm.
But overall, enjoyable experience. I had a good time with the movie.
I'll say, beat. For me, I've got written down here, best superhero film since Deadpool, and that's if you don't count Logan, because I don't think you can count Logan as a. Do you think you can count Logan as one of them types of superhero films or not?
I like your thinking, but that's absolutely ridiculous.
Why?
Because it is a superhero film.
You think Logan is?
Well,
it was a bit more. It wasn't that type. It was a bit more gritty. It was a bit like.
yeah,
He was like
Deadpool's an 18
he
and
was
Logan.
like a normal guy, really. He was coming to the end of his tether. You know what I mean? He was like.
It was brutal. It's a brutal film to watch. But
No, but I know what he's saying. It's probably a bad shout. Maybe
it involves comic book
I
heroes.
loved Logan, but when you're getting into them type of proper comic book films,
Since Deadpool,
and Deadpool was only 2016, but then there was like a bit of a lull. Even the Marvel films were like a bit wishy-washy for me, a little bit.
I'm going to list films after Deadpool, comic book movies. You
Go on
could
then.
give us better or worse. Batman v Superman.
Miles better.
Captain America Civil War.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot.
Better or worse than Wonder Woman?
I preferred Wonder Woman.
Bullshit.
There's a shelf here.
Shite. Don't.
I need to watch it again because obviously everyone comes out with a film and goes.
And that film's a mess as well, but
Everyone comes out with a film and goes, "Oh my god, like that's the best film ever." I probably need. I need to maybe let it lie a little bit and then like regather my thoughts. But for me, better. I think that film's got problems. Enjoyed it, but it's got problems.
there's an opinion for you. Okay. X-Men Apocalypse.
Miles better.
Comedy of the best comedy film I've ever seen.
Rubman CGI.
Rubman CGI Apocalypse getting thrown about all over.
Me
wobbly
and Beat went to see this in the cinema, and Beat just started laughing his back off in the cinema. He thought it could have been a comedy moment when Apocalypse jumped out and like went to fight them. I think it was.
Is it the most I've ever laughed in a film?
Recently, from what I remember, yes.
I was in absolute hysterics.
More than any comedy.
When spoilers for Apocalypse, when Apocalypse was getting Dark Phoenix, he was getting like power on his head, and he's like, he's getting hit with stakes and that, bombing about like a goddamn Mars attacks alien.
Right, we've got any more for us, Beat?
We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
That's not a comic book. Well, yes.
TMNT was a comic book. Get wrecked. Suicide Squad.
Miles better.
Max Steel.
What the hell's Max Steel?
I don't know. I think it's someone with an armor suit on, like an Iron Man suit.
I'm gonna say better because I haven't even heard of it.
Doctor Strange.
Enjoyed Doctor Strange.
Really?
Enjoyed it, but this is better.
Oh, I did not. Did I enjoy it? I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. Logan?
Is Logan down as a comic book hero film on there?
Yes.
Right, well, class Logan as a comic book hero film, and I thought Logan was probably. I enjoyed Logan, but in a different way. That for me, Logan is a full, a proper film.
I understand what you're saying.
Where this
neo-western.
It's
more of a neo-western than it is a comic book film.
For me, yes.
That makes sense.
For me, it's a film you can go and watch. No background to it, no whatever, and it's just a class film.
Do you need background of why someone can shove adamantium claws out the fingers?
You might need background
Take
for that.
5 shells to the head.
You might need background for that, but
Man,
as a standalone,
Hugh Jackman is just the fucking best.
as a standalone film, I loved it.
Jean Valjean.
Hopefully, we get Hugh Jackman as I know he said he would never play Wolverine again,
Yeah.
but I would like him in a bit of a Deadpool spin-off, maybe in a future movie.
At least a cameo. He's
It's
never
gotta
cameo.
happen.
He's never
In the yellow
cameoed.
suit, Pete. Deadpool in the yellow suit. How good would that be?
My goodness. I need to see Hugh Jackman in the yellow X-Men Wolverine suit.
I'm gonna call it now.
Or the brown and yellow.
And when we've got like a million,
God.
I'm gonna call it now. When we've got a million followers that can go back and watch episode 3.
Yes.
And I've called it Hugh Jackman cameo yellow Wolverine suit.
I will die a happy man.
I'm gonna say Deadpool 3.
I'm going to say Deadpool 2 because I think it's X-Force.
Hmm.
I could be wrong.
Well, he said he's not gonna do it.
Which is nah.
Right. So anyway, we're going off topic again as we always do.
Of course.
Right. Wonder Woman beat.
Yep.
I absolutely loved it. We'll
So-
leave it on that. We'll go into spoiler discussion now.
So you loved it. I thought it was good.
I think you're underplaying it a lot here, and I don't know why. I don't know what you didn't like about it, but I'm guessing we're going to find this out in spoilers.
Correct.
Right, so obviously moving on to spoilers now, people. If you haven't seen the film, turned off now, or maybe just skip and check the meta tag and come back later on.
Yeah. So, Wonder Woman spoilers. First point.
Yep, roll a beat.
Whole film, technically a flashback.
It is. So what do you reckon of that? Why have you got that down as a point?
I have no idea. I just thought it was interesting.
It is pretty interesting,
isn't it?
Yeah, I did like that, and I did like the little bit of the cameo from like the Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
How the van pulls up and the guys jump out, and it's obviously he sent like a little note with the original picture, and that's how the film starts. What's the note say? Something like, hopefully you'll tell me about your past one day. And it goes, and she's looking at the picture, and she goes back into it.
Does that feel out of place? Or is that just enough? That's all you need to kind of tie your universe together?
Class.
Yeah, just a little logo.
I thought it was class.
It works well. Because it ties into, obviously, Batman v Superman. That film's a mess, but they've just got to try and work the way around it.
There's a reason for... Right, how... Do you just go backwards? You know what I mean? Do you just jump backwards and not have any backstory whatsoever? That like you say, it ties it in well for me. She looks at the photo and it's like, yeah.
It's unfortunate that DC have to do it backwards, but you know, if you have to do it,
that's because they rolled out the big guns straight away and got it totally wrong.
That makes sense.
Batman vs Superman.
Fuck me.
Anyway,
second point. So after Wonder Woman receives the picture, we go back to a past, beginning at Themyscira.
Yeah. Young Wonder Woman, did you like it, babe?
Yeah, I don't like child actors. It was a bit of a...
I'm the same, but I thought she was great.
She was okay. It was a bit of a stupid accent.
Well, she had to try and put the Gal Gadot accent on, didn't she?
Can you not just get a child with that accent naturally?
She was cute. It was funny when she was like doing all the fighting moves.
Oh, I like that. I'll fair play with that, yeah. So, we're introduced to Themyscira, which is a island of warrior women.
Yep.
Women only, who just absolutely kick ass. Like, take names in comic books, I think. Badass army.
There was a few that could just nail anyone, really.
Decimate, yeah.
You know
They would nail any person on normal Earth.
Aye. Oh.
We're introduced to Hippolyta, who is apparently Wonder Woman's mother. This, in the comics, what I do know is that there are two variations. One which is brought up in the film, that Wonder Woman was moulded from clay.
Yep.
By Hippolyta, and Zeus brings the clay to life.
I've got a thought.
Yeah.
That's just sprung to us there.
What would that be?
Patrick Swayze, Ghost.
What?
That's how I feel like she's been made.
Or just forming a head.
I just like... just like wet clay going through fingers. In a seductive way.
By the way, throughout that whole scene,
yeah,
in that film, it's Whoopi Goldberg.
What?
Whoopi Goldberg gets taken over. Whoopi Goldberg's character allows Patrick Swayze as the ghost to take over her body. So if you were walked in on that room and you couldn't see the ghost, it would just be Whoopi Goldberg massaging.
What, really?
Really? If I remember things correctly.
That's an audacious statement. Right, okay, back to Wonder Woman beat.
Right, back to Wonder Woman.
I mean, we could go on for it. Talk about Patrick Swayze as
one
Whoopi
legend,
Goldberg.
rest in peace.
Love him. Hell of a dancer. Moving on.
Incredible. Nobody puts somebody in a corner.
I want to say Sonny. No.
No, Dolly.
Nobody puts Baby.
Baby. Nobody puts Baby in the corner. Basically, right. Getting back on track. We have the first origin story, which is used in the comics, by the way, and the second is that Hippolyta is actually her blood mother. And biological, and Zeus is biological father.
Yep.
So basically, they're the two possible origin stories for Wonder Woman. Both are used separately in different variations of the character.
Yep.
I can't remember if Rebirth, which is the new DC comic book run, because they keep on changing their what's the word? Origin stories. I don't know if that applies. I don't know which one applies currently.
Yeah.
But good thing in this movie, they left it ambiguous, because it's not really important. But they just pay a little bit of homage to the backstory of Wonder Woman's character by saying, "Oh,"
which I like, because
they
you
just
know
make
what I mean?
a little fairy tale
it gives
story.
Patty Jenkins chance to just get her own story across a little bit, while staying true to what everyone wants. You know,
just a little homage. It's just a little homage to the identity of the character.
Yeah.
That might not be there, might be, but it's nice. It's a nice way of doing things. Simple. Anyway, moving on to the next point.
Okay, cool.
Ramping it up a notch. Chances of Nazis finding Themyscira when...
This is when
The
Christopher.
fuck am I reading? Chances of Nazis finding Themyscira the way they did was ridiculous.
It was pretty like.
So, sorry to break your bubble, mate.
Yeah.
Introduced Themyscira, Wonder Woman,
Everything's going well at the minute.
Hippolyta,
Yeah.
a bunch of Amazonians,
Mhm.
like Hippolyta's sister,
Mhm.
and what happens?
She has that fight. She realizes that she can like belt people with the wrists.
Bang her braces together.
And it's like boom, atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Sends the fighter who she like loves, who's brought her up really, because
Yeah.
the mum wouldn't teach her to fight.
Yeah,
Can't
Aranti.
remember her name, something like that. Yeah. Sends her flying. Bit of a cry. Walks off. Looks into yonder on
Yeah.
the top of a cliff. Lovely scene, by the way.
Yeah.
Looks lovely.
Colourful.
And then you go from that to a little plane coming down.
Biplane.
Steve Trevor.
We're introduced to Steve Trevor. Chris Pine, the smoothest man in Hollywood.
He is.
God damn, he could charm a fucking rock. Unbelievable. How long? So he crashed into the water, the seas of Themyscira. He's like, holy shit. He's buckled in, he's singing. What happens? Wonder Woman. I love the shot where it's underwater and she's standing on the planes.
And you can just see
You
her.
just
like
see
that.
the
She looks
outline.
massive. I
Oh,
love it. I love it.
yes.
See, now we talk.
That's
Now
what
we're
I'm
getting into
talking
a little
about,
bit.
motherfucker.
We're getting into a bit of film now, baby.
Yes, right. So she dives in, saves Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
Steve Trevor wakes up, he's like, what the shit?
It's good though when he wakes up, which I enjoy, because he's like any other lad would be.
You're beautiful.
He's like just looking at him with two
I
eyes, and
know.
you're like, "What the hell? Where am I? Is this paradise? Have I died?" I think
That's what you would think,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
that's what he was thinking.
You're
He's
right.
like, "Am I dead?"
Oh, I apologise, we skipped a vital piece of information.
Right, we'll go
That-
back to the.
Sorry, Wonder Woman is more powerful in some way or different to other Themyscirians, if that's
Yeah.
the plural word.
Yeah.
More powerful?
Does it? Well, there's a reason for it, but it gets revealed later on in the film, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
Correct.
obviously. But people
We'll
who
get
know
that.
Wonder Woman know.
we'll get to that when we come to
Yeah.
it. So, we're introduced to Steve Trevor.
And then come the Nazis beat
Of
the greatest movie villains of all time.
So, Steve Trevor is being questioned by the Themyscirians. How do you
Yeah.
see the plural word of it? Is it Themyscirians?
Mate, I didn't even know what they were called.
Amazonians?
Why do you call them Themyscirians? Is
I
that what
don't
they call
know.
them in the comics
It's
or not?
Themyscira or Themyscira is the place they come from.
Alright,
The island.
from now on we'll call them Amazonians.
Amazonians.
For
Basically.
the simple man like me, we'll call them Amazonians.
Cool. So, Amazonians are questioning Steve Trevor because they think, what on earth's this man doing here?
hmm
So, they hide the lasso of truth around him.
And that was a funny bit, I liked it.
And
Pretty cool.
gives you a little bit more context, as in what it's like to actually feel it. Because I know obviously you've got comic books, which
Yeah,
may
yeah.
have described it previously, but I'm not too privy to that information.
Yeah.
He says it's warm or hot when you try to lie. Like
yeah,
it'll burn you if
like
you
it
don't
burns
tell the
if
truth.
Yeah.
That's a nice little insight into what
Mm-hmm.
the science is behind it. I always love little science fiction stuff like that.
But
So-
I'm going to roll you back because you have skipped a bit which I was interested in talking about.
What would that be?
How the Nazis turn up out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm getting to it. Don't worry
Oh,
about
get
that.
that.
So Steve Trevor has to recite his story for crashing the plane.
Yeah.
So he is he's American, but he's been ordered by the British
He's
Govern-
American, he's working for the British.
government, yeah, because he
Yeah.
must be a top spy, to retrieve plans from Dr. Poison,
Aye,
who's an evil little scientist
even so, trying to develop a mustard gas
that breaks through gas.
through gas
gas
masks.
masks, correct.
Which is a good little. I like it.
Yeah, that's
good,
fine.
Good reasoning. It's not like it's stupid. It's not like an alien beam coming from outer space like every Marvel film that's ever done or every DC film that's gone before.
That might happen. So what happens next? Yeah, we recite the story of Steve Trevor. He steals plans for Dr. Poison's new sort of mustard gas,
Mm-hmm.
the scrapbook.
Yep.
And he's like, I need to fucking get out of here It's fucking danger time. Steals a biplane. Begin. Steve Trevor crashing into the waters.
Yeah.
He somehow hits the Bermuda Triangle where Themyscira is hidden. Shit.
Amazonia.
We skipped the reason why it's hidden. It's
What?
hidden because Ares killed all the gods.
Yes.
Zeus banished them and hid them from the Amazonians.
Yeah.
So, Steve Trevor being followed hot-tailed by the Nazis, crashes his plane, and the Nazis are like, oh my god, what is this?
The one thing that irked me, right? You've got Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
You see him getting away.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a little cheeky grenade down, blows a lot of shit up
Yeah.
at like the Nazi base.
Yeah.
He's away in his biplane,
Yeah.
and then it's like, how did they catch up with him that quickly? They're in they're in boats.
How did
You've got to deploy a boat, a fleet even, and then chase this guy.
How did they not shoot him down the plane?
I don't know. I think we can bypass that little point though.
So
I know we love picking films apart, but that's probably the most we can pick it apart.
It's very light, aye.
Yeah.
So
But it introduces, like I've said many times before, the greatest villains of all time
in cinema history,
in cinema history.
goddamn Nazis. So the Nazis find the Amazonians.
Mm-hmm.
Amazonians are like, whoa, 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 man have come back to destroy our asses. But what they do is they just start unloading bullets on them.
They've got guns, and it's guns versus bow and arrow
Yeah,
and swords. They come flying down on ropes, though. I like that.
that's so cool.
They do a lot of damage. The Amazonians are portrayed class in it.
I mean, these are meant to be like the toughest, baddest motherfuckers. going around.
well, they lay waste to them, really, don't they?
Right, I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can Amazonians be killed by bullets in the comics? I thought they had tougher skin,
Well, these ones can be
drop
killed.
like flies.
Yeah. I'll chime in as well, Pete. This is when obviously Wonder Woman's who's been trained and dies. I think that spurs her on to want to help Steve Trevor and join the war.
Yeah, so it gives
Yeah.
her a
Just a reason, really.
plausible
Did
reason.
you buy into that? How did you feel when she died?
It's a good.
Obviously-
I mean, it's a fine reason, but it's just a bit cliched. Like,
yeah, it's
oh,
cliche and it was pretty. I don't know how I felt about the character. I wasn't really that
attached.
But I like Gal Gadot's acting in it.
Yeah.
Like she made us feel bad when the trainer died. I'm calling the trainer. I know
Trainer.
that. I know that much. I don't know her name.
To be fair, she was given a little bit more time. Like, you saw the excitement of her when she was trying to train as a kid.
Yeah.
Train a woman.
Ah, yeah. Trainer woman. That's
But
called.
Other than that, she wasn't given too much
Goddamn
else.
sketches.
What do? How do you get around that problem? Don't kill someone in the start of the film.
That's the only way. If you got to wait till the second act before you.
Pop someone off.
Yeah.
But then, how do you give
Or
reasoning for Wonder Woman to start fighting?
if it's like it's hard because it's a standalone film.
Set her up in a previous film.
I set it up in a previous film and then kill her off straight away in the second.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Got it, like
But you
Lois
can't-
Lane or something.
Yeah,
like
you can't do it though.
that.
So
Yeah. Okay.
anyway, that's just again nitpicking.
Amazonians fight the Nazis. Wonder Woman suffers the loss of her aunt.
Yep.
Is it her aunt? Mother's sister.
Yeah, yes, it is. The trainer is the mother's sister.
Right,
There you go, there you
correct.
go, the auntie who's-
Hippolyta's sister.
Hippolyta's sister is the greatest warrior out of all of them.
I believe so. So
And
she
made-
dies.
And she made Wonder Woman better.
She dies,
Mm-hmm.
but not really out of revenge. Wonder Woman goes to help Steve Trevor because she believes Ares,
Mm-hmm.
the god of war,
Yeah.
is controlling the Germans and making them fight.
Yeah.
So she steals all of the equipment, such as a Godslayer sword, I believe it's called,
Yes.
which had been foretold to slay Ares only.
Yep.
The shield, which is unreal,
Mhm.
and her Batman v Superman equipment, garments. She's got her braces on, red and blue suit, which I like.
She's got the full gear on, but you don't see because she's wearing like a black cloak over the top.
Yes,
of it, really,
which
isn't
is
she?
a really good idea because I'm sick of really important things that filmmakers can capitalise on.
Just
and,
being like,
you know, or she just turns up in shot in just full gear.
yeah, I like that beat.
But it's given a nice reveal, so we don't see the full suit until a nice moment later
Yeah.
on in the film. So meanwhile, after Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor leave Themyscira, they head back to England to prepare to go fight Ares and find him to kill him.
Chris Pine's got the book, which he's stolen.
He needs to give that back to his commanding officer.
Yeah, the guy who's in charge, really.
Cut away to Danny Houston's character, Lindelof,
Yep.
who is like a Nazi officer who's trying to continue the fight when every German wants to sign the peace treaty for Armistice, which was to end World War One.
Yep.
Weirdly, he's sniffing superpowered cocaine dust, which Dr. Poison's made for him. I don't understand that. Like, he's like,
I didn't get that bit.
So he's obviously.
So really, if anyone has, right, yeah. Well,
that obviously hints at them being Ares.
Yes, yeah, of course. So he sniffs his dust stuff and he's just going absolutely hacker.
The assumption is that maybe to keep his form, because obviously Ares doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
To keep that sort of human form, that he's sniffing this blow dust.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Anyway, that's an opinion.
So I mean, we could obviously Wonder Woman going through a funny little scene when she's getting the dress on instead because she's walking around in the bloody Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
gear.
How can anybody find this?
Yeah.
Charming. A little bit of comedy.
Which is good.
Yeah, better than Batman v Superman, which was people are dying, you need to answer this with boring legislation.
So when Steve Trevor goes to obviously give the book to the general, or the commanding officer, I think Sir Patrick, who's David Thewlis, Professor in Harry Potter,
werewolf, Professor Lupin, I want to say it, because
something like that,
Lupin is like Moon. Even though I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, by the way.
Nice guy. General says no. Boom.
After delivering the boot with Dr. Poison's notes in, Trevor goes in search of a ragtag bunch of renegades to help him find Ares, end the war, and stop Dr. Poison. Mainly, I think it's Trevor's.
Yeah, that was it. They're gonna go to the front line, aren't they?
Yeah, front line.
He did promise Wonder Woman that he was going to take the front line because obviously she's gotten ahead. If she finds this guy,
Ares,
yes, that she'll end the war.
Yeah, because she believes he's mystifying German soldiers to fight in World War One.
Steve Trevor's like, go on. He doesn't believe it at all, does he?
Yeah, absolute total bullshit. His prerogative is to find Dr. Poison because the book foretells of a new deadlier mustard gas that can erode gas masks.
It's just going to kill loads. So they go to the pub to get the lads together, mate.
They have a shared interest. We go to get the ragtag bunch together, like Marvel's Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are actual DC characters. We may need to research that. I'll get answers back from the fans.
Yeah.
But this is where the first problem of the film is majorly for me.
What?
Stereotypical boring characters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I understand that.
They have a little bit of fun with them.
I kind of like them. I mean, obviously, you meet the lads in the pub.
Yeah.
I like the Sammy, I think the guy was called.
Sammy.
The guy was called Sammy. I liked him and I thought he was great. Good little funny interaction between him and Wonder Woman.
Bit of a romance there. We've got Spud.
Spud.
Who's Charlie?
Yeah.
His name?
Is he fighting at the time?
Oh yeah, he's getting beaten up,
He's getting beaten up and it's like a nice little bit, the cliche, it's not him.
Yeah, aye.
It's the other guy, you know, like in every other.
And he's the stereotypical sniper.
Yeah,
isn't he?
Of course. So they get all the gear on, the head to the front line, really, don't they?
Yep. Oh no, we're missing a character out.
They go via Chief.
They go via Chief?
Chief?
What?
They go via the Chief.
Oh, is that why they get him? To go and navigate them to the front line?
I think he's there. The Chief's there to navigate, but he's also there to supply weapons. He sells weapons. I think he sells goods and stuff like that. He's a neutral in the war, which he says.
Right.
And he sells all different things to different sides. Really, any soldiers passing through, he sells
helps.
Things. Yeah.
This is the point I want to make. They give him weird attention, like, oh, he's like a mystical kind of being. I thought it was going to turn out he was some sort of mystical god.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because there's sometimes it focuses on him.
Really?
Very important, what's the word? Deliberately. Like he's handing stuff to this little girl to help her.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to help these people.
Maybe he's, like I say, we haven't done no background research. Maybe he is like a Marvel character.
I just get that feeling.
Yeah.
Marvel character, yeah, of course. Him and Spider-Man. DC.
Oh, sorry, DC. I'm getting bloody mixed up now. But we might as well pick up on this point now, Bede.
Yeah.
The chief's neutral. He doesn't like to fight. He's not on any side.
Pacifist. So we have the sniper.
the chief.
The chief. Pacifist.
Yeah.
And the engineer, Sammy. I don't know.
Yeah, Sammy, just a comedy.
Comedy
Yeah.
effect. And then Steve Trevor, who's just a legend.
Just a hero. But like I say, a chief who doesn't fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's throwing grenades all over the shop.
He's
backing Wonder Woman.
He is, isn't he?
He's on their side
throws
quite clearly.
A sticky grenade.
My favourite bit of the film, or one of them,
Yeah.
where he gets that car from nowhere. He just disappears and goes back to a fucking car.
Oh, it's unreal.
You know, I was like, what the hell's that all about? But anyway, look, we're leading in. Obviously, they've got the group together. They go to the front line.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. There's obviously people with like legs shot off, really struggling. You really feel the war. I thought you did that really, really well for a comic book film.
It was a bit PG, but there was a missing leg there.
Yeah, there
so
was,
that
mate.
was fair.
Thought you did that really, really well.
That's a good point, actually, because...
And Wonder Woman sees all this and she's like, I need to fight. I need to sort this out because these can't. And then we get the trenches where they're all obviously holed up. They've been holed up there for weeks or months, I want to say.
This is a good point because, again, to the credit of the director,
yeah,
it's got to be hard to keep the tone of a Wonder Woman film with hope and comedy, as well as reflecting a true reflection of war, World War One, without being, disrespectful, and keeping it PG.
And you really felt for these guys. These guys are coming off, and like you're like, oh, this is a war. This is a war film as much as what it is a comic book film for me, which is obviously set in World War. And that's what you wanted to do.
Second World War?
World War One.
Is it World War One?
It is World War One. Yeah.
I'm going nuts. It is. Of course, Armis. They're calling for.
So next point, B, they get to the.
So Wonder Woman's witnessed this horrific war. She says, "Fuck this. I've had enough. I'm gone into no man's land." I like the joke there. Of course, as a woman, it's no man's land. Very funny.
That's pretty cool.
And we get the reveal of the suit.
This scene couldn't have been done any better.
Do you like it?
I absolutely loved it, Pete. She was like a human wrecking ball. I thought it was brilliant.
So it's about giving weight to important scenes and the character itself.
And you've got to think, we're about, would you say 40, 50 minutes into a film? Maybe longer?
And they only fight so far.
I think we're on the hour mark. And
we've had a good balance of...
This is where we've had to wait for this.
Yeah.
This is the payoff.
Good amount of setup.
Oh, quality. Done well.
So she finally disrobes the black
She's in the
shawl,
yeah,
I guess.
She's in the full gear.
And reveals the full Wonder Woman gear.
And she just goes.
And she starts deflecting bullets with her van braces or her bracelets. It's absolutely unreal.
There's a lot of fire coming out of her though. And she manages to avoid it all.
Here's a point for you.
Alright.
How can Wonder Woman deflect every bullet?
Is she bulletproof?
I want to say she could take a bullet. It would hurt. She's not Superman strong, but she could take a bullet, I think.
Maybe she's got like a kind of force field around her.
What?
I don't know.
No, not for me.
There's a million bullets coming at her. She's like
That's a good point.
She's like bang bang bang. She only blocks so many with her wrists and a shield.
I do like the effect of how it sparks off her braces.
Awesome effect. She's running down. She's avoiding bullets left, right, and centre.
She's gets a shield out. She's fanging mortars to the left of her, deflecting mortars.
Right, mud going up in the air.
Oh, it's so cool.
She gets into town.
She comes across... No, she's still in no man's land when she comes across a light machine gun just stuck behind the shield.
Yes, yeah. And then, it's just like forcing her back a little bit, isn't it?
It's such a nice effect.
Then Steve Trevor turns up and the
boys
lads turn up. The boys turn up.
And
they're like, let's go.
Yeah.
So she's taking the fire and they want to take a little bit of fire off her. That enables her to kill the light machine gun and get into town.
Yeah.
Q. She goes into buildings.
Oh my god.
You've got a few good bloody cutscenes in that, like
unreal.
So got a few good scenes in that beat.
After dealing with the light machine gun post, she moves into town and she starts just leaping into this building and just wrecking Nazis, like absolutely
He's
destroying them.
Just,
I think you've seen it in the trailer.
I mean, we're not going to spoil all of it, but there's bits where she's just in, and you cut back to Steve Trevor's view, and she's just bowling a full house over, and it's just so good. It's so good.
It's just fun to see Wonder Woman wrecking Nazis.
Oh, it was awesome.
Is that not what you pay to see?
Just strong. She was portrayed so strong there, and great payoff. So they get into the square.
Yeah.
And is this where they come in the sniper fire?
Yeah.
And obviously Spud, out of bloody train spawn, turns up.
Yeah, the sniper.
He's got the
What's he
he's
been
got the
paid
full
to do?
sniper gear on. He's got the bloody Scottish kilt on.
Yeah.
Stereotype, but they did wear them in the war. By the way, the sniper, World War I Scottish snipers did wear kilts and stuff in the war.
All right, get you.
I know my history, man. I know my history, man. What's he there to do? He's there to shoot, and he can't do that. He doesn't take the shot.
No.
And I'm expecting a payoff later on in the film, but that's it. He just can't shoot, but he can sing.
Like a kind of
Because later on he gets on the piano and he sings a little bit.
an arc.
He's got no arc. He
Character
just
arc.
was like, right, you can't shoot. What are you there for, man? He's there to sing and play the piano.
So, although he doesn't take the shot, this sets up another unbelievable scene
Where
of Wonder
Steve Trevor
Woman.
remembers what he saw on the beach.
Yes.
Foreshadowing.
Oh my god, you're right.
And he bangs he says, lads, get
Oh my
here.
god, that's unreal.
He bangs the shield up and she goes flying at the tower. Boom!
I completely forgot about that. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Steve Trevor witnesses the Amazonians use that technique.
Yeah, and
he's like, I'm going to use this car door to use the exact... That's so good.
Shouts her over and he's like, Diana, and she comes up and busts the whole thing open.
So actual foreshadowing used well.
Used really well.
So she
By
hits...
Patty Jenkins, my new favourite director.
I know. So she hits this sniper tower with like an absolute swan-on bomb.
And it's just the guy's got no chance.
Oh my,
He's just
it's
obliterated.
so cool. I love it. I love seeing shit like that. So
That
turns out
ends the battle, really.
ends the battle. Wonder Woman, such a nice payoff.
Class. A little bit dancing with Steve Trevor. Cuts to night time. It's snowing. She doesn't realise what snow's in. I thought that was great. Lovely little bit of romantic scene there.
Fish out water.
I'm a sucker for a romantic scene, baby.
Good lord.
And it goes on, obviously, they get together. Cue the next bit where they're like, right, we've got to go to this ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sir Patrick.
Yep.
Does he
Werewolf man.
He turns up on the phone and he's like, you can't go there and kill anyone.
Yeah.
You've got to go to the ball, but you can't go there and kill anyone.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
no, I'm going anywhere. So the full group go on the beat.
Full group go.
So the full group head there together.
Yep.
They haul up on the side of like the forest edge. I want to say, while looking at the castle where they said where there's balls going on.
Scoping out and plan what they're going to do. How they're going to enter in the castle.
Steve Trevor's like, Diana, you can't come in this. You literally can't. You can't come in.
You're an Amazonian monster.
They're going to realise I need to go in undercover.
Right.
So
he's got a Nazi uniform on, doesn't he? So that makes
while
sense.
he's in there,
yeah.
No, sorry. Before that's the funny bit with Chief when he turns up in the car. He just
yeah.
leave me.
Chief
and he comes back with a car.
Chief steals a car, and gets Sammy in, and Trevor dresses as a Nazi.
Sammy and Trevor's in. It's a funny bit of like.
They make it in because he's like, oh shit, I forgot to take it.
He plays the stereotypical
unbelievable German accent.
Yeah.
It's so good. Cut to Wonder Woman. She's like, fuck that, I need to get in here and slay this motherfucker Ares.
She gets a dress off some
She
random
gets a blue
lads.
dress,
It's pretty funny.
which is a nice little scene because she's like, oh, what's your height? Why are you measuring us like that?
Cue your next point, babe.
Next point? What's my next point? Steve Trevor finds Dr. Poison and starts trying to coax her into revealing her plans of what she's going to do with the big new mustard gas bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this is spoiled because Diana comes in, distracts her,
Yeah.
and Dr. Poison realises he's not interested.
He's getting on side a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
and then obviously it looks like...
everything, and that's when she sees Ludendorff.
Yep. She's in
Ares.
She's in a blue silk gown with a goddamn Godslayer sword in the back
How
of her
she
dress.
snuck that in?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Maybe people think it's ornamental.
Well, she's in there. She's about to kill him,
Yeah.
and Steve Trevor stops her.
Yeah.
And she gets pissed off by it.
Yeah. Cue the breakup.
You got them outside. They leave the place. They're outside, kicking off a little bit, and then you see obviously Ludendorff. She's missed her opportunity to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Bangs the mustard gas over at the town that they've just saved.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fires it from a cannon.
Wonder Woman obviously rides into bloody battle again.
Distraught with Trevor.
Everyone dead. everyone in the town dead.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the children.
And that hit people. That hit hard. That I thought it was a good scene. And again, makes Danny Houston's character Ludendorff a dick. I hate him really.
I suppose.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's a Nazi. He's a dick anyway.
I know, but I thought he played the character really well.
I suppose so.
So Steve Trevor catches up with Wonder Woman, have a bit of an argument.
Do you not find it was pretty generic? You know, we've got to split up and fall out just before the end so we can get back together.
Aye, but you've got to have this. This is going to happen in these films. You've got to think this is going to happen in these films.
I suppose. I just thought it was a bit generic, beat for beat.
Yeah. So after this, let's start. I think it's all one long scene. Like I think it's not like nighttime, daytime. It all happens, and it's starting to get to dusk, isn't it? And then she heads off into battle.
Yeah.
To go and try and hit this place where the bombs have came from.
How does she find the base?
She just follows where the bomb came from, I think.
Was it not launched from the tower?
No, it was launched from the base, which is close by. Yeah, because they get on the phone to someone, don't they? I think they get on the phone to Sir Patrick, and he's like, "Oh, the base is only..." Or the lass, his secretary.
Yes.
She says the base is only 3 miles away.
Yeah, you're right. So Wonder Woman
heads over there
in a fit of rage. Says, "I'm going to end Ludendorff.
I'm going to kill Ares now."
Yes.
Steve Trevor's trying to say there's bigger things at stake. You need to stop the bombs. London's going to die. She's like, "No, I'm going to kill Ares. That'll stop everything."
Yeah.
Chief leaves a bit of a smoke signal, so Steve Trevor and the lads eventually catch up to him.
Yeah. We have Steve Trevor, who is trying to find Dr. Poison's mother of all bombs, the mustard gas bomb, which is going to be flown into London via a big plane. And we have Wonder Woman, who is searching for Ludendorff to kill him because she believes he is Ares.
But what I will say is,
yes,
I enjoyed, rather than just have the whole team under like the Ares character, split up. So Steve Trevor's got a story, she's got a story.
Yeah,
it's a little bit separate, and it makes them both have a bit of weight. You know what I mean? Both got their own agendas, which is good. It's not like everyone going to like.
She gets the payoff of killing Ares herself.
And Steve Trevor's not made a little weak because he's got his little story to solve.
Yeah.
Anyway, cue them in the tower B.
So Wonder Woman catches up with Ludendorff.
Mm-hmm.
Ludendorff sniffs his magical fairy dust again.
Fairy dust up the nose, babe.
Powers up.
He's got damn jumping for joy now, like.
And because they couldn't get Danny Houston to do his goddamn karate.
Because he's about 60.
Yeah. The CGI is face onto some guy just dancing about CGI rubber man. Doesn't look too convincing.
Bit of a to and throw. What did she do, mate?
I think she lassos him through the goddamn roof and then stabs him
straight through the heart
with the god sword. There we go. Slow clap. Game over. Wonder Woman's happy. But oh wait,
it's not Beat.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the old double turn. And what did I whisper to you, Beat, in the cinema?
What? Half an hour before this actually happened?
I'd like to say 45 minutes.
Sir Patrick is goddamn Ares. Goddamn Dr. Lupin.
Did you not think that, Beat?
Not at all.
Did you not?
I thought Chief was going to be him.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
So you did think there was going to be
like a real double cross.
That would have been pretty cool.
I suppose, but I'm assuming that he's a DC character that's in Steve Trevor's kind of ragtag bunch. I could be wrong.
So that's going on. She's like crying her eyes out. She's not happy. She's not crying.
She's had this trust in herself.
Yeah, she believed that was going to end the war.
That was going to end the war.
Bright lights and sun, and that was be it. Still going on. Cut to Steve Trevor. He's got the bloody gas masks on. They've snuck in.
Yeah.
They're trying to solve their little bit.
Nice little Ocean's 11 trying to sneak about the place to find his bomb.
The legend he's in.
Yeah, what a legend.
He's got. I've got an idea.
So they find the plane.
And it cuts back to Wonder Woman. Boom. Who turns up out of nowhere, Beat? Sir Patrick.
Goddamn werewolf man out of Harry Potter franchise.
And again, right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like this, Beat? Yes or no?
This is probably the biggest problem.
The weakest part of the film for me.
I
know we'll probably get a little bit of stick. I think a lot.
I don't know. I think it's fair.
Maybe a lot of people liked it. Maybe a lot of people like him.
Right.
You know what I would have liked?
Point.
Do you know what I would have liked?
Yeah.
From my point of view.
Okay.
He turns up.
Yeah.
You've got the old. Oh my god! It's Sir Patrick.
What's Sir Patrick doing there? You can't have that.
Well, he
just turns up
pops out
on a
'cause he's
fucking
Aries,
German field.
He's Aries, he can do out.
No,
He's a
but
god.
right, to the audience, they don't know he's Aries.
Nah, but that's
What the
when-
fuck's
that's
Sir
when-
Patrick
that's when-
doing here?
That's when you click, you know.
Alright.
Have your little go-to with Sir Patrick,
Mm-hmm.
and then just have him bloody turn into Aries properly where you can't see his face.
Yeah, right.
Because it looked so bloody stupid having bloody Professor Harry Potter under an Aries suit.
Little fimbly Sir
Christ.
Patrick in the goddamn Aries
I
suit.
hated it. I absolutely hated it.
So, it's a full CGI suit. I know it's impractical, right, to
Yeah.
have a 7-foot man fight Wonder Woman without using CGI, but it just looks. It looked a bit just.
I wouldn't. Good noise, by the way. I wouldn't go that far. I didn't mind it. The only thing I minded was if they made his face black.
Fully black, so you can't see
I thought it
any.
would have been pretty cool because it's obviously a superhero film.
Mhm.
You're gonna get a bit CGI.
Mm-hmm.
She goes stabbing with a god sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, nothing happens.
I know. Turns out she's the goddamn
Yeah,
God
turns
Slayer.
out she's the bloody god slayer, not the sword.
Whoop de fucking do.
So you've got them fighting. Great little. Well, I'd say great little scene. There's a lot of shit blown up. He's ripping stuff out left, right, and centre.
He's just got magical
magical
powers.
In this time, Steve Trevor's doing his little thing.
They've stolen the plane,
He jumps
hijacked it.
Before this, though, she gets belted off Sir Patrick, Aries.
Right.
Her ears are ringing,
Yeah.
and they have the little go-to with Steve Trevor where he whispers something in her ears.
What?
He's like, I don't know, they're on the tarmac before he jumps on the plane,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like a little get-together, which is pretty, the generic love get-together before they've split up.
Do they?
You remember that bit?
I can't remember that bit.
Yeah, they do. It's a massive bit B.
Okay. I've missed them.
Anyway,
Gives her a what? No, that happens well before.
yeah. So he jumps on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming to the end of the fight with him.
Yeah.
Aries.
All CGI. It's a bit of a CGI mess, by the way.
Right, so she gets the better of Aries.
Yeah.
When she sees Steve Trevor go up and sacrifice himself.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, blows up, Pine dead.
Yep.
Hit us hard. I'd never like to see Chris
Really?
Pine die in any film.
I suppose you're right there.
I was like, I liked him. I thought he was a great character. I thought they might have kept him for a couple of other films. I don't know.
I thought they might have turned him into a Green Lantern or something like that.
I don't know. But
I thought he would be a Green Lantern. I know it makes no sense, right?
is Steve Trevor Green Lantern?
Never.
DC?
No. Steve Trevor's black from what I know.
Not really.
So there's a change of character.
That must be like a new 52 type thing.
It is, yeah. I
Yeah.
think he's black in the new 52
Yeah, yeah.
series. I don't know if that's still going because Rebirth's a new comic run altogether. So
Is
that's
it? Yeah.
new 52's been scrapped, or maybe it's been
Has it?
kept. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah, but so obviously he blows up.
yeah,
She goes into a meltdown.
Mhm.
Uses the bloody goddamn wristbands of steel.
yeah, unreal.
Boom. Game
Boom.
over.
Knocks him out just like she did, which was foreshadowed with her auntie Hippolyta's sister.
Yep. Again, foreshadowing, which I like.
But
Patty
that's
Jenkins
okay.
pointed in. So you've got powerful Steve Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Wonder Woman realizing her true self, really, and I think she goes from there. Vows to just protect civilization,
Some shit like that.
something like that. I don't know.
Can I make the point, by the way?
Yeah, cause
I don't think Steve Trevor's dead.
how the hell were you not die?
I know it sounds stupid as hell, but
He was in atomic mustard gas. Hell.
shit, you're right.
He's not. He's dead.
I just get that feeling.
He's dead.
Okay, he's dead.
He's 100% dead. Babe.
Right, can I just... right, so the film ends.
Yeah.
Well, how does she defeat him?
With the bloody wristbands of doom.
Is that what defeats him?
Aye. She goes at him like that.
Is that it?
Aye.
Right. Ares defeated. She was right all along. Apparently World War One was...
All down Aries.
Yeah. So that's the point. Was Ares the reason for World War One?
Aye. I think he's a bit of a warmonger, I like.
Is it insensitive to...
Maybe Hitler's Hades.
God damn it.
I've cracked the next one.
Is it insensitive to attribute the actions of Germans during World War One to Ares, god of war?
Mate, we're in a lovely little popcorn flick here. I don't want you to bring stuff like that up.
Can that be given a pass?
I'm giving it a pass.
I
really love
suppose
this film.
so. So, as a whole, in a horrible world of prejudice, stereotyping, and sexism, I think it's a solid representation of a strong character, regardless of sex.
Yep.
I think it stays true to the identity of Wonder Woman itself.
Mm-hmm.
It has an okay storyline, and pays off well in its action scenes. And I enjoyed the film.
Yeah, you've also got an ending there.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got her.
Yeah.
And obviously there's going to be future films. I think they've said there's going to be 3.
Wonder Woman 2 is helmed by Patty Jenkins, confirmed already, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong if that's just a rumour.
It's just going to be... You've set her story. It's just going to be the future of like how she goes on with... maybe they'll introduce a new group, but at the end of that film, she's still got Spud, Chief, and Samir, hasn't she? And her.
Is it Samir or Sammy?
It's both, I think it gets called.
Right.
So you've got that group. Obviously, she's leading it now with no Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll go and do a totally different group, set in
Well,
a later date.
With that setup, you can go anywhere in between the time of Batman v Superman and having little fun ragtag adventures with the rest of the team.
And I'm all for it.
You know what I mean?
So, B, what would you say? You saw it. What would you say? Final 1 out of 10 was. The beat scale, always lower than mine.
Can I give 0.5s?
Yeah, I'll allow you to give 0.5s.
6.5.
It's our scale. You can do what you want.
6.5 out of 10.
Oh, 6.5.
That sounds bad, but that's in between good and very good.
Beat you being harsh.
I might raise it was 7. I don't know. What would I give
Give it a
Captain
7.
America?
For me, right?
Captain America's very good. 7. Wonder Woman's very good. 7.
Thoroughly enjoyed this film. I loved a lot of scenes in it. I loved Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
I loved
excellent.
Chris Pine.
I really didn't.
The lads were alright. The ragtag lads.
They were okay, even though they were pretty
weakest
generic.
part of the film for me. David Thewlis as Ares. That reveal, didn't like it.
I think David Thewlis is okay if he just did the voice acting.
I just didn't. That helmet with him in it was just so stupid.
It did look ridiculous.
But like I say, I thought Amazonia looked class.
Yeah, that was cool.
Lovely
Themyscira.
scenes. Yeah, Themyscira. But I'm going to give it, for me, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Really, really enjoyed it.
8 out of 10 for you. 7 out of 10 for me. Jesus Christ, DC. You've made a good film.
You've made
Can
a
you
good film.
fucking believe it?
I couldn't believe it.
They did
was
it, how? Fuck that. Patty Jenkins did it, I reckon.
Yes.
Patty goddamn Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins.
She's
Sorted the lads out.
She only made one good film. Sorry, sorry. She only made one of a film.
One of the film?
That's just
She hadn't
nuts.
directed for how long? You think you made this point?
2003.
2003?
14 years, sorry, from fucking math.
Jesus. She must have done bits and bobs in between that.
Television.
Just television.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just absolutely nailed it, and I can't wait to see the next one.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, 100%.
Nice to see a character's identity displayed properly in film format.
Definitely.
And not treated like an idiot. And I'm going to be honest here, I really didn't think, this is before Batman v Superman, when Gal Gadot first got cast as Wonder Woman, boy did I do an eye roll.
Did you?
Because I was basing it off a performance in Fast and Furious. I was like, how on earth is she going to do this?
I fell in love with her.
I think she did a
She's
really good job.
She's so charming. That's the word of the film for me. Charming.
I think she did a really good job performing Wonder Woman.
Right. We'll finish off on we've got a couple of fan questions.
Fan question. Can I make a last couple of notes?
We'll make the last couple of notes
very quickly.
Fan questions, because I'm sure we're overrun on this one. We apologise, people.
No problem.
We had a lot to talk about.
A little bit. If Wonder Woman helps Steve Trevor instantly, where is she to help in Man of Steel? First plot hole.
She was strong in Man of Steel, but she's
not in Man of Steel. It's Batman v Superman.
Oh,
I'm talking Man of Steel.
Oh,
why didn't she help Superman fight Zod?
Well, that's going to be probably done in another film. She's going to be somewhere else.
Not good enough. I don't like it.
Well, come on. It is Man v Steel.
So there's my first problem. Second point.
Yep.
New sword? Question mark.
Yeah, the sword's gone.
Godslayer got blown up in Ares' chest.
She's going to have to steal a sword, isn't she?
Oh,
somewhere.
maybe.
Is it the sword that's mentioned in
Batman v Superman?
Yeah, will it be that sword?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's hanging over the dude's bloody bed. whatever
Maybe.
it is.
We'll see. Poor third act. Already made that point. Good film. Go and see it. Was the last
Get
point.
yourself there. Go and see it.
We need
Great
bums
point.
in the seats. Enjoyable time.
Right, beat.
That is
I've got
Wonder Woman.
a couple of fan questions for you to finish.
Fan questions for me.
We've got fan questions, mate.
From who?
We've got one.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes.
Bosk.
Bosco boy.
Of course, Bosk put one in. He wants to know, which I think we've already really answered throughout the thing.
Yeah.
How does the villain? I like this one, by the way, boss. Cheese for the spoiler alert. Definitely not Ares for someone who knows nothing about DC for like comic books.
It was in the trailer.
I know,
You
I
could
don't-
actually
I don't
see
think-
Ares'
I don't think
helmet
that's-
in the
I don't
trailer.
know. How does he hold up against other villains? In the DC universe, sorry.
Right, so is the question in the film universe, or how does Ares as a comic book character
I'm
hold
going
up?
film. I'm going to say Bosk means film.
So, who have we had? General Zod,
Yes.
who's okay. Michael Shannon's an unbelievable actor.
Okay, but
He's
with
okay.
General Zod, I was like,
I will find him. He's very shouty, isn't he?
I don't know, I just didn't. Oh, Christ.
Who else? Lex Luthor?
Right, let's just shut that one out.
See you later. Who else? Oh, DC as a whole.
Doomsday.
DC as a whole. Are we talking Joker? Bane?
Right, Doomsday first. What do you think? Ares better than Doomsday?
A ridiculous CGI monster that's created in the last 10 minutes of the film and given no
Yeah,
sort of backstory
yes.
at all. Awful.
Alright, are you saying he's better than General Zod, or are we saying he's probably equal
General
par?
Zod I enjoyed.
Right, equal
At
par
least
General
given
Zod.
some sort of logical reasoning
He's
for
better
why
than
he's actually doing the
Doomsday.
things.
He's better than Lex Luthor.
Yes.
Joker, you hated the Joker beat, didn't you?
Oh, Suicide Squad Joker.
Jared Leto's Joker.
My God,
We're talking-
I was talking
We're
about
talking about this universe.
I was talking about Nolan's
No,
Joker.
forget that. We're
Absolutely.
talking about this Jared Leto.
He's one for you. Worst depiction of the Joker I've ever seen in my life. Fucking hate him.
I think we need to do a Suicide Squad episode.
Do we?
If people want to see a Suicide Squad episode, we will do it.
Fucking-
But things might get heated with beat.
I'm getting blood. My blood's boiling already. Right,
It's a boss
let's
winner.
take the most infamous character ever in the history of comic books, who's an anarchist, and give him materialistic needs such as golden chains, motherfucker.
Tattoos.
Leather goddamn cows, motherfucker.
He's a goddamn gangster, isn't he?
What? I mean, I understand you can have different interpretations of a character. Maybe just not the Joker,
Who's
alright?
your best Joker laugh now, mate?
Jared Leto Joker.
Yes.
There you go.
Right, okay. Well, beat, we've got a new fan.
Yeah, have we?
We've got a new fan question.
New fan boy.
Yep.
Bosk, watch out.
He's not quite in the Hall of Fame yet, though.
What's his name? Boba Fett. Hall of Fame. Call it the proper name.
He's
Crass
off,
Haller.
off Twitter,
Right.
we've got Matt Casa90.
My God.
He says, okay, here's a shot at the cannon. Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Catwoman. You've got to fuck one, marry one, kill one, go.
A little bit insensitive. So it's
and
fucking-
on iTunes, we haven't got the E yet for explicit.
Have we not?
That might tip us over the edge.
Is that our choice?
Cheers, Matt Casa.
Is that our choice? Or is that some sort
I
of
think we've got a
adjudicating body?
We've got to say that we are, but I don't know.
Right, so
Right,
in a film
you've got
which
to fuck one, marry one, kill one.
in a film that may triumph the genre by
Yeah.
having a female lead
Mhm.
properly portrayed for the first time
Yeah.
in a comic book movie, let's lower ourselves to the lowest common denominator
I'm
and
calling-
play fuck, marry, kill. So let's
It's not
get
us,
serious.
It's not us. We do everything for the fans.
Okay.
Matt Casa's a fan. We're going to answer his question.
He's the goddamn bigot.
He's the bigger, not us.
So who's the three characters and was it fuck, marry, avoid? Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go
It's like
right.
our bloody Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, of course.
Right, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Catwoman. We're going to take Catwoman out of the third Nolan Batman film.
Oh Jesus.
Who plays her again?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Right, B, come on, go.
Right.
Right, who'd you kill out of the three?
Have we had Supergirl?
We haven't had Supergirl yet. It would have to be bloody Catwoman because you couldn't kill Wonder Woman or Supergirl.
No, right. Oh, no. You can kill her by. I'm talking kill her. It doesn't matter if she just dies.
How'd you kill her, mate?
Phantom Zone. Boom.
Hammer to the head.
Yeah, we'll have like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hammer to the head.
Right, forget that.
Right, so basically, I'm fucking Catwoman.
Let's go quick because we're about 4.5 hours now.
Right, I'm fucking Catwoman, marrying Gal Gadot Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
and killing Supergirl because we haven't even seen her in some sort of DC film yet. There you go.
I'd probably go with you, but if you try to kill Supergirl,
Have you literally got to kill her yourself?
if you try to kill Supergirl, right, and things go tits up,
Right.
you've got that bloody
What?
right to beat. You've got things go wrong with Supergirl.
Yeah.
You don't kill her, and you've got an Uma Thurman style film where she comes back to try and make her life a living hell. Can you remember that one?
Oh my
What was it
goodness!
called?
Is that got the guy of Anchorman who gets his arms bitten off by a bear?
She hits him with a fucking shark.
Aye, aye, aye. Super X.
Anyway, whatever it is, I'm
my
going
fucking
with it. I'm going
goodness.
with it. So yeah, my casa. That's what I'm shouting.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing, mate.
Happy days. Wonder Woman review.
So that's Wonder Woman pretty much wrapped up now, mate. After fan questions,
That is it, man.
an enjoyable episode. It's nice to do. Honestly, I love the film.
We're 3 podcasts in. Is this the first positive review?
Yes, I want to say.
Did I give
What was
you
the first episode?
Alien
was
Covenant?
Alien Covenant.
Shit. Review.
You didn't really like it. The second one was
Batman v
vs
Superman. Shit.
Shit. Didn't like it.
Fuck that.
This is positive.
I'd fuck Batman v Superman. I'd
Dude, marry one, fuck
Marry-
one, kill one, go.
marry Wonder Woman. Fucking kill Superman. Batman.
Lex Luthor. Superman's dad.
What?
I'm joking.
Right, wrapping things up.
Yeah.
That was the review.
That was a review.
See you
Peter.
later.
Wait, not yet. We're not
What?
going anywhere yet.
Right.
I'm on holiday for a week,
Yes.
so and we've got quite a bit of work coming up.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Major
try
amounts
and
of
get
work.
one maybe 2 weeks down. After
2
we
weeks.
after we edit this and get, because we've still got to put another episode on iTunes because we fucked up big style there.
Yes.
Hopefully over the next coming week we'll have 3 episodes on iTunes.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and do another one.
Fresh.
What we're like is if anyone wants to give us a shout to do a film, because we haven't got anything on the horizon. I was thinking about Pirates of the Caribbean, but you not really for that beat, are you?
No, the
I
jump
might dra-
scares, ghost sharks.
I might
I'm
drag,
not looking forward to it.
I might drag beat to see Pirates of the Caribbean, but if
Okay.
any fans want to see, we're looking for some 80s films, early 90s films. We're looking for some old ones to do. Any classic film really, give us a shout. We'll review it.
We'll probably pick one ourselves.
We'll do the beat points. No, we're open the fans. We'll connect with the fans.
It'll be easy to do beat points because I'll be able to take a pen and paper into my living room, watch a nice little Blu-ray.
and rip any film apart.
Yes, point by point.
Right, so we'll plug it. Follow us on Twitter, Talking Crass.
Yeah, iTunes.
We're also on iTunes now.
iTunes, brand new. Search Talking Crass. In the
Feel
search.
like we've made it because we're on podcast.
Brilliant.
And also we've got obviously SoundCloud. That's where all our stuff originally is put on.
Yeah.
But everyone batters SoundCloud, so it might change from that.
Do
I
they?
don't know. I don't know why.
Why?
No idea, mate. But we might move from that. So that's the wrap up of the episode, people. I've been John,
I've been being
and we've had a great time.
happy to bring you a positive review for once.
We'll see you next time.
See you later, people.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.